This video is to help with the first 3 problems of this sheet of tax and tip review. This is basically just working with percents and an original amount and using proportions to find the answer to the questions. So if you look at number 1, it says Daniel paid $22 for a water bottle. This amount includes the 5% tax, and we want to know the cost of the item before tax. That's our keyword right there. So if we want to set this up as a proportion, just like we've done in the past with the last few days. So we have that an item, whatever that is, in this case it's the water bottle, and then we have the item that with tax. So that's going to be our top, and then that's going to be our bottom. So to set this up, the question is, what is the cost of the item before tax? So that's going to be our X value right there, because we don't know what the price of just the item is. But after tax, we know that it's $22. And then this part's going to be a little bit different, but it'll be than what we've been doing, but it'll be consistent for how we do the rest of the problems in the video. So that original amount represents the initial 100% that we're given. So that'll be 100% right here. And then the bottom part, because it's including that 5% tax, will then be 105%. So we have x over 22 equals 100% over 5%. Now we just cross multiply like we normally do. So we have 105x equals 22 times 100, which is 2200. So again, that 100% represents the initial amount. 105 is adding on that 5% tax that we had at the beginning. So then divide both sides by 105. And we get that x equals $20.95. $20.95. So before tax, that initial 100% is just $20.95. So let's try number 2. Sophia purchases a cell phone for $25. This amount includes a tax of 6%. So what is the cost of the item before tax? So if you look at the way it's worded, it's exactly the same type of problem that we did in number 1. So we want to start with the item, and then we want to then look at the item including tax or with tax. So then we have our initial amount, which is what we're trying to find, the amount before tax, over the item including the tax, $25. And again, 100% is always that initial amount without tax, and then the 6% tells us that with tax, the item is 106% of the original amount. So then we multiply 106x, because 106 times x is 106x, and then 25 times 100 is 2500. Divide both sides by 106. And we get x is $23.58. So before tax, the cell phone was $23.58. Now, some of these, when you're doing them, you may have to round to the nearest cent, which means to the second place after the decimal. So number 3 is going to be exactly like this one, and I want you to solve that one on your own, setting it up just like I did numbers 1 and 2.